Hey everybody, it's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story, a long plank story, so you might choose not to do plank. If you don't want to do plank, you can come into a little squat position and you're going to circle your knees in one direction and then circle in the other. After a few of those, you'll do some standing cats, so you'll stay in this position and you'll do a cat stretch and unwind. Then you can go back to those knee circles, whatever feels good. So for this morning's plank, we have highlights from the Canary Islands. So a couple weeks ago, we went to the Canary Islands. Fabulous. It's where gorgeous, blue waters meet the mountains. But you always have some adventures on vacation. So first of all, the rental car was in my name. Not a big deal, except it was a Standard. And I learned to drive on a Standard, but I haven't driven a Standard in about 10 years. So we get in the car and I stall, and I stall, and I stall. And it looks like it's gonna be a bumpy ride. By the end of the trip, I'd figured it out. And while I'll grant you, Standards suck, and I'm glad I don't drive one daily most of the time now because it sucks in traffic. Honestly, it is like more, you feel like you're more connected to the driving. I don't know, I do just like it. So by the end of the trip, I was enjoying my last few moments of Standard. Then Matt and I also had plans to go scuba diving, but we have no experience in that, so they call it a baptism, and they only take you like 15 feet down. But they get you in all your gear, so you have like this weighted belt on and this 50-pound tank, but it's not packed like a backpack that you'd pack well and central and close to your back. It's like sticking off and down, and we're not jumping off a boat. We're walking into the water. So we get all this gear on in the parking lot, and we have to walk across a street. We have to walk across the beach weighted down with at least like 65 pounds of gear, and you're in a full wetsuit, so it's hot. Can't wait to get in the water. We get in the water. Now, I should tell you, I was not scared about scuba diving. I honestly thought I'd be naturally good at that breathing, because I teach breathing kind of for a living. I was worried about getting a bloody nose because I'm prone to them. So we get in the water, and we've had this whole safety briefing. And the first thing is just put your head in the water. Fine. And now, all we're going to do is kneel in the water. That's it. So you'll be like a foot beneath the water by the time you're done. And I kneel, and I don't know what happened. I've never had a panic attack. I imagine this might be what this feels like. If I was claustrophobic, I didn't know it. So I'm not even sure what the fear was. It was just sudden fear of get me out of here. So I pop up, and the instructor was great. She was like, this is normal. You're going to be okay. Sometimes when people have a hard time at first, they're the ones that love it the most. You'll get through this. We're going to go down together. You're going to make eye contact. And so she held my vest, and we sunk in together, and I kept being like, no, no, no. And she kept just being like, eye contact, because we can't talk underwater. I'd be like, no, no, no. And then I'd calm down, and I'd stay down, and she got me to stay down for a couple minutes. She's like, see, you can do this. And I was like, you know what? I need a moment. We have 2 potential dives. I'm just gonna go sit out on the beach. As soon as I'm out on the beach, I sort of regret my decision because I can feel that I've got this extra 65 pounds on me again. So I wait, she and Matt go. Matt was a natural. And then she comes back for me for the second dive, and we go out, and I can't say I enjoyed it. I was nervous the whole time, but I did do it. The clearer water helped. Just trying to take the pressure off myself, I guess, helped. But I was glad I did it. I would do it again. But mostly I was just shocked at how this fear that overcame me on this thing I didn't expect to be scary. And I guess I was just a little too cocky about how good I was going to be. Now, we also took a ferry to another island. So we were staying on Tenerife, and we went to La Gomera. It was a great day excursion. But La Gomera, while they do predominantly speak Spanish now, apparently they used to use this whistle language that they still teach in schools, and obviously still use, because we were at a restaurant and you could hear the staff in the kitchen whistling to each other. Now, I don't believe this story is accurate, but it amuses me. The lore on why they have this whistle language is because the Canary Islands are part of Spain. And so hundreds of years ago, there was a Spanish princess who was sleeping around. And this just wasn't acceptable in Spain, so they sent her to La Gomera. And apparently she continued to sleep with the men there, but she didn't want it to get back to her family. So after she slept with a guy, supposedly she cut out their tongues, and then the men couldn't talk, so they learned to whistle. Again, I suspect that's not a true story, but it amuses me for many reasons. So you can decide for yourself, is that why there's a whistle language on La Gomera? Anyway, I can't recommend the Canary Islands enough. As always, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and keep moving.